A few months ago, I went to the Museum of Science and Technic in Milan and recorded some footage of the only surviving 90mm Italian naval anti-aircraft gun. This one in particular belonged to battleship Andrea Doria. I did the recording in Italian, but this is the dubbed version for my English-speaking viewers. The 90/50 Ansaldo gun model 1939 was developed in the 1930s to serve as the new main anti-aircraft gun on Italian battleships and cruisers. As you know, this type of guns were mounted on the rebuilt battleships of the Duilio class as well as on the brand new Littorios. This piece you see here is just the upper part of the whole thing, since it was mounted on the barbette placed on the ship's deck, and inside it there was the stabilization system, a peculiarity of the 90mm naval mount. The purpose of the stabilization system was to improve the aiming and firing of the guns, by countering the rolling and swinging that characterize ships on the move. There was a wide array of mechanical gears, propelled by small electric engines, to make the whole thing work. However, the system was quite delicate and proved to be perhaps too much advanced for the time. In addition, waterproofness was lacking, and thus infiltrations caused several issues, malfunctions, so that the system was often disabled. From the hatch on the side one can see inside the enclosed compartment, which was fully shielded in order to protect the gunners from the blast of the main guns. On Italian battleships, the 90mm AA battery guns relied on two firing direction stations, one on each side. They returned the firing solution to the cannons, and the fuses were set accordingly, in order to explode where the enemy plane was expected to be. In this regard, Italy did not have proximity fuses, something the Allies had later in the war. Overall, these guns had good ballistic qualities. However, the stabilization system reduced the rate of fire that could be achieved on board ships, reaching 12 shots per minute, one every 5 seconds. Upon exploding, the shells fragmented into very small pieces, which could negatively affect the damage inflicted on the target aircraft. The 90mm guns were therefore mainly used to create anti-aircraft barrages, in order to keep the attacking aircraft at bay. If necessary, they could also be used for shooting against light ships. The Ansaldo naval gun, developed for the Regia Marina, sparked the interest of the Italian army, which later adopted another version of the gun with a longer barrel, known as the 90/53 gun, and was used for anti-aircraft use, but also for anti-tank purposes. In this role, it was perfectly equal to the most famous German 88 gun. I hope you enjoyed the dubbed version of this site visit. As always, sources are in the description, and I hope to see you in the next video. Good luck and fair seas!